from the perspective what the European Union is doing, we have much larger number of financial instruments that are addressing skills issue. But it is quite clear that neither the industry nor the member states nor the European Union can solve it on their own. So we need one strategy.
We are facing huge change with integration of different jobs and different skills we were not used to have in our industry.
The disruptive trends, digitalization, artificial intelligence, Internet of Things.
This transformation is touching all of our employees in engineering, in manufacturing, in customer support.
What we are figuring is a significant shortage in skills.
We also have to embrace the fact that the younger people might not stay with us as long as the previous generations have done.
What we need to do is really we have to change to be more dynamic and more agile.
There is no chance to address Industry 4.0 challenges without focusing on soft skills and without deep changing in our traditional industry structure.
We need to develop strategic foresight for the future skills. Think today what our kids need to learn at school and kindergarten, not what we have to learn in university. When we are already talking about students in university, we are already too late.
In the past, defense industry was always at the top notch of technology. And now we have, even at low budgets, we have computing power nobody thought 10 years ago. That opens up to a broad audience to develop really fast in international, interconnected teams. We need to follow that too.
There are so many startups and SMEs with splendid ideas to understand how we can use their knowledge, their experience and their fast way of developing things will be crucial for us. Embrace that others are doing things maybe in a smarter way.
We started to work with startups. We created what we call BizLabs, so incubator areas. These are things on which we can leverage in order to create something common on the European level.
When it comes to skills and skill needs, you need to push us. You need to pull. This is where you need to say, as an industry, what is it that we would like? What is it that we require? Armed forces, they are also an important partner. They ask for capabilities. We come with technologies to solve them. But we cannot do this in a vacuum. We cannot do this alone.
People are coming in our industry, getting out of our industry and changing very fast. How can we be attractive? How can we retain those people?
For example, we have industrial PhDs, adjunct professors, as well as employees providing lectures, and master thesis workers working with us. We meet pupils in their schools in lower ages, and also invite young women to visit our company to meet female engineers. All of these activities are used to provide role models and inspire more young people to become engineers and hopefully our new employees.
We created technical university for children 6-7 years old, learning by playing serious topics, for example, the principle of jet engine.
We do have, first of all, an academy, a real organizational setup internally. So we have let's say, a position catalog with all the competences we need. And based on this, we will then develop the different training courses. And then for sure there is the external part. So we do lectures, we do have seats in universities. We have as well created the Airbus Global University Partnership Program. We are doing hackathons with universities. We are going to the schools. So there is a lot of things ongoing. They're mostly local, national, and specific.
We do apprenticeships and dual students. And the apprentices, they fill the gap between the least trained employees and really university degrees. I believe this is something what we could definitely use also in other countries.
For those kind of skills, for them to work for big companies, it's an internship for them. They want to do 1 or 2 years to test, to work for Safran, what can learn for Safran, but I don't want to develop my career in Safran. And so that's kind of duality we need to develop with education, to change the mindset, and to have this agile capacity to develop the job market around us.
In terms of attractiveness and so on, can we create a different image to specifically the defense sector?
Emphasize that what we are doing is creating a safer society.
The university, from my side, has created a defense research initiative, which is on the line of what we have for robotics and for energy, because these technologies support our structure and our democracy. Without them, we are vulnerable to the nations that want to harm us. The challenges that we're facing are very big. None of us have the ability to solve them alone. We have to collaborate. We have to do this across borders.
If we would leverage more on the European space, I think this could help us in terms of first anticipation. So can we create a common competence catalog which is needed?
It's an opportunity to make our base strategy at European level. What is strategic for us at Europe? What do we develop internally in Europe? What could we buy in foreign countries? And what kind of technology and process it's very important for us to develop as an industry.
Pool certain technologies together and make them available for the entire industry. We have now around 30 programs dealing with artificial intelligence. Is that smart? I don't think so.
We can specialize, we can have excellence universities in the different countries and have a kind of a network approach. And I think here we need a strong pull from Europe.
It would be beneficial if the European Commission or the European entities could provide maybe a platform where we could put our different national digital courses that could be shared across the different companies and nations, because that would speed up the process of developing things. And again, then we don't have to do it all by ourselves.
Sharing, you know, it's the new standard, especially within young developers. And this is what we should try to establish, really a sharing community on a European basis.
Saab is participating in the Ocean 2020 that's led by Leonardo because we think it's so important. And this is a way of getting to know each other, also learning across the national borders.
If we could achieve concrete action, that's something I think important.
This could even start with the first step of a kind of a competence catalog which can share.
Just as it could be beneficial to harmonize the things on the educational side, what is a recognized education? What is accredited? What is transferable?